So we've had Breer, Florio, Robert Griffin III, and Jeremy Fowler, football guests since I returned from my Israeli walkabout with my family 1 week ago tomorrow. And all four of these individuals I asked about what happened while I was gone in Buffalo Bills organized team activity mandatory minicamp. When Stefon Diggs was there, then wasn't. The coach spent a day in front of a microphone saying he was very concerned about an unresolved matter that a lot of folks said can't be money because he signed a big fat new deal last year. And it turns out to be something not money, even though he hasn't spoken about it. Everybody says they love him, and it's now been put to bed. A day later, he did show up. The third day of mandatory minicamp was canceled. And it seems, because we like to make you smarter, we like to make you more informed when taking in this program, it seems on all accounts it was a set to born out of the way the season ended. Now, Robert Griffin III was the one who was most detailed, saying that he spoke to players that are there and that it was something between Diggs and Josh Allen that was quote-unquote personal. And he said it had to do with number of targets on a drive, 10-play drive that wound up being a turnover on downs. No points at all, 17-point loss. This is not only being discussed in Buffalo, but also in Cincinnati. I mean, the number of Bengals blogs that gleefully picked up Robert Griffin III's comments on this program saying that it was born out of Cincinnati's curb stomping of Buffalo. They're like celebrating. They're having a grand old time over that. That not only did they advance to the AFC Championship game and beat the Buffalo Bills, but sent them still sprawling into some state of disarray that wasn't handled until this organized team activity, which is the thing that surprises me. Diggs and Allen both have come on this program and talked about how they're like brothers, right? One time, didn't Diggs confirm that he and Josh Allen hold fast walking races down the hallway together, like stupid brother competition stuff?
Well, Rich, you have a brother, I have a brother. Brothers fight. And brothers get in spats, and brothers maybe don't talk for a week or two.
Yeah, I guess.
And maybe this is just one of those things that's getting kind of stirred up.
How did this not get put to bed between the Super Bowl and June mandatory minicamp? How did that not? And I understand that they made, they may not run in the same social circles. They may not see each other. But that's the thing that Robert Griffin III said it was on Josh Allen, incumbent on him as the quarterback of the team, to be the leader and say, I'll deal with it. And apparently, I guess they finally did. Jeremy Fowler saying closed-door conversations that weren't resolved or completed by the time Sean McDermott went to the podium and said, I'm very concerned.
You think it was as simple as, Diggs being like, man, throw me the ball. I want the ball more.
I don't know.
Like,
it could.
Cool, you got it.
I don't know. And that's the whole point to me, that sort of stuff can't be fixed.
Yeah.
Unless you just throw him the ball more and win. But over the span of a playing season in the NFL, we know this sitting here on the 26th of June, as we would on September 26th, or name any 26th of any month. We know this. Every NFL season has its downs. The question is how many ups can you get? That has its downs. Every single one of the documentaries America's team, America's Game, right?
America's Game, yeah.
Every single one of those documentaries that we show on NFL Network at the outset of a playing season, based on the previous season's Super Bowl champions, three people telling the story of the Super Bowl season, every single one of those documentaries will document the moment where a lot of those guys didn't think it was going to happen. Yep. A lot of them.
The turning point, the moment of adversity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when that happens, if it involves Allen and Diggs in front of a national televised audience, as we've established last week too, the Bills have a ton of national TV games. What happens then? That's why I'm talking about it now. And it's not just because, well, what else you got to talk about on the last Monday of June. It's because this is something significant involving a Super Bowl contending team, which the Bills are. I know Jeremy Fowler said a lot of folks in the NFL are saying, watch out for Miami. And if they get Dalvin Cook, watch out for him for sure. But this is still the Bills' division to win or lose, and they're the ones who are going to have to defend their seat at the table in the Final Four of the AFC that they've had for quite a while now. So that's why I'm talking about it, because it doesn't appear to be something that can be easily put to bed, that won't crop up again, one would think. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.